We are continuing with the 4.1 notes. This is page 3. For the functions given below, find f composed with g of x and g composed with f of x. Also find their domains and a, b, c, and d that's listed there. So number 12, f and g are given there. The first thing we have to find is f composed with g of x. So as we learned before, this means take function g, put it into function f in place of the input. Right, so this goes into here. And we simplify. All right, the next thing you're asked to find in the directions is g composed with f. This means we want to insert function f into function g. Okay, so all of this, which was what we called f, goes into g right there in place of its input variable, which is always the x. All right, now guys, remember this means we have to FOIL 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. I'm going to cut that step out. Pause the video and try it yourselves if you need to work it out with all the steps, but you should get this. We simplify, keep going, don't stop there. I have some space over here. We're going to simplify this. We're going to get 18x squared plus 24x plus 8. But we have plus 8 minus 1. We'll call that 7. That's the simplified form. All right, now part A of the example wants you to find f composed with g of 4. F composed with g of 4. Now we've done all this work to find f composed with g of x. Here, getting this answer over here. Okay, we're going to take that answer and use the input value 4 in place of the variable x. 6 times 16 minus 1. 6 times 16 is 96. So 96 minus 1 is 95. All right, part B. Find g composed with f of 2. All right, we're going to use this work that we just computed. And we're going to replace the variable x with the quantity 2. 18 times 2 squared plus 24 times 2 plus 7. 72. What is that? 48 plus 7 is, let's see, 55, 72, and 55. Get your calculators out if you want to. 127. Hopefully that's right. Part C. F of f of 1. Okay, now I don't have f of x worked out. I don't have f of x. So I am going to use the individual function. I'm going to use it twice. So first I put 1 into function f in the inside piece. When I put 1 into function f, I end up getting I lost it. There it is. 3 times 1 plus 2 equals 5. Now 5 goes into function f. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. And part D. I need to find g of 0. G of 0. G of 0. Okay, so g of 0, the first time, put 0 into function g, you get 2 times 0 squared minus 1 equals negative 1. Oh, I messed up a little bit. Hold on. I forgot this first g. Okay, once again, g of 0. 0 goes into function g in place of the x. So that's going to say 2 times 0 squared minus 1. Or how about g of negative 1? Now negative 1 goes into function g once again in place of the input. So that's going to look like 2 times negative 1 squared minus 1. So 2 times 1 minus 1 equals